Hi lovelies, today I will show you the flip through of my journal, volume 24. It's in the insert that I created myself that started on the 3rd of February this year, and I decided to end it on July 5th, 2019. Actually, there are still several pages left in this insert, probably around 10 or 15 pages. However, I decided to stop using this insert because, as I told you earlier, I made this insert myself, and at the time I was quite ambitious. I wanted to make myself a very thick insert, so I guess this one was around 120 pages all in all, but I guess I didn't do a great job in stitching, so now it is really bulky and I started to see the stitching just fell off and yeah, I decided to stop using it because I'm afraid that everything will fall apart. Volume 24 for me was an insert that is full of layering. I guess I was crazy about layering and tip-ins and collaging. I also realized that I was in that phase of my journaling life where I was crazy about botanical illustrations, vintage look, and yeah, all this nature themed decorations. Probably it was because I was inspired by a lot of other journalers on YouTube or on Instagram that are using more or less the same style, and that I just want to try it out. But also, I guess, because half of this journal was written when I was in Bali, in Indonesia, and there I was surrounded by nature almost all the time. So probably that was also one of the reasons why this journal is so full of botanical illustrations and nature reference around it. And yeah, I can see that a lot now that I'm flipping through the pages. I was a bit crazy on that, and also yeah, a lot of layering. But this page, for instance, was written when I was in Singapore, and also in Penang, Malaysia, and I realized that they were not too nature oriented in a way. They started to seem more minimalist in a way, and more modern. So they're not as vintagey as before, not as full of layering and collaging, but there were moments when I was crazy about making small, like, secretarial envelope in the page of my journal to slip some paper or cards. And this is the page when I arrived back in Amsterdam, and then I realized that the style has changed. Probably it was also because I do not bring all my supplies, my botanical stickers and things, so I mostly use things that I have around, like cutouts from paper or cutouts from magazines. And yeah, I realized that the style has somehow shifted. I think one of the reasons why I love keeping a journal is, the satisfaction of flipping through the pages and looking back into your life, and also tracing how your style, your taste, or the things that becomes your favorite has changed or has evolved. So it's a nice way for me to get to know myself. I can see, oh, I'm experimenting with nature theme, vintage theme, and now I'm getting more minimalistic. And in a way, it makes me question what comes next. What would be the what would be the thing with my 25th journal, with my volume 25th. And I got this stamp from a friend of mine, Laura. So because she knows I love journaling, she gave me this wedding stamp on my wedding day. So what about you? Do you think your journaling style has changed or it stays the same?